So Kevin Feige gets promotion, and Scarlett Johansson is pushing for an all-female Marvel movie. Well, that's going to be interesting, seeing how she died in Avengers Endgame. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you find me for the very first time, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. One small little topic I want to talk about before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, and that is a story I came across where people are saying that they might kill the Flash. They might kill Barry Allen instead of killing Oliver Queen in the Crisis on Infinite Earth story crossover. Just for the record, I just kind of want to throw my 2 cents out because I don't want to do a full-length video on this. I don't think this is going to happen. And just on the sheer fact that Oliver Queen, the actor who plays Oliver Queen, Stephen Amell, doesn't want to come back. He doesn't want to come back into another season of Arrow. This is the final season of Arrow, whereas Grant Gustin, we know that he's going to be the Flash for a while now. He's still going to be he hasn't, turned down, he hasn't turned his mask in. He's going to be the Flash for a while. But honestly, I don't think that's likely. I do think Grant Gustin's going to be sticking around, even though the Flash character does die in the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline in the comic books. I don't think that's going to be the case in the show, just for the simple fact that there isn't going to be another season of Arrow. It just kind of makes sense to me. Now on other news, Kevin Feige gets a big promotion over at Disney. He is now the CCO, the Chief Creative Officer. Chief Creative Officer. That's really hard to say really fast. That's really hard to say. And what that means is Kevin Feige is now in charge of everything Marvel. It wasn't like that back before. Like when we had the Netflix shows and Cloak and Dagger and all that stuff, everybody was like,
how come this stuff ain't crossing over?
Because Kevin Feige had nothing to do with that stuff. That was Cromutter and Jeff Loeb taking care of the Netflix series. That's why we never got the crossover. The series were their own thing, and the movies were their own separate thing. That's the way they were ran. Yes, loosely they were connected. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was loosely connected, but that was never over Kevin Feige was never over that stuff. Kevin Feige was just over the movie stuff. Now Kevin Feige is over everything Marvel. He is literally Galactus looking over the world of Marvel, just getting ready to devour it. So actually, I think this is a great thing in my opinion. I can't wait to see what happens next. I understand a lot of people are kind of salty about all these Marvel Disney Plus shows. And to be honest with you, I'm not salty about that. I like the idea of it. I just feel they really cut back on their movie properties this time around to make room for the Disney Plus shows. If we just would have had the same amount of movies coming out as well as additions of the Disney Plus shows, I would have been fine. But I'd much rather have seen like a Falcon Winter Soldier movie instead of a Disney Plus show. I'm still going to watch it next month. I'm still going to sign up for Disney Plus. That's because I'm definitely not going to miss the fucking Mandalorian. But this move just goes to show you that Bob Iger's vision for Marvel is going to extend. Is going to extend outside the movies. They're really going to focus on Disney Plus. This really kind of puts to quiet a lot of the rumors that Kevin Feige was going to move over to Star Wars, take Kathleen Kennedy's spot, because we heard that he was going to go over and produce a movie with Kathleen Kennedy. Now, full disclosure on that one, that could still happen. Just because he's running all of Marvel doesn't mean he can't have lunch over at Lucasfilm going, what you guys working on? Oh, that's stupid. Fix that. Fix that. Why is Luke throwing a lightsaber over his shoulder? Nah, not on my watch. So that possibly could still happen. We don't know yet. We just know that he's got a major promotion. He is now going to oversee everything Marvel, which should happen like 5 years ago, but whatever. I guess he takes 23 movies averaging $1 billion a film in order to get a promotion at Disney, but I digress. And the final story for today is Scarlett Johansson is apparently pushing for an all-female Marvel movie, which is really weird, seeing how she died in Avengers Endgame. What stake does she have in this? I mean, I'm all for an all-female Avengers movie. A-Force all the way, baby. I mean, that shot with all the ladies lined up with Captain Marvel holding the Infinity Gauntlet, that was a kick-ass scene. You throw She-Hulk in there and I'm good to go. But what does that have to do with Scarlett Johansson? Her character died. Her story ended in Endgame. Are they going to do some kind of fuckery where she comes back from the past like Loki, but it's a different, like Gamora, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's Gamora, but that's Gamora from like 2012 or some shit like that. Like, are they going to do that with Scarlett Johansson? And Don't get me wrong. Fucking love Scarlett Johansson, right? I have a cardboard cutout in my living room of Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. So I would love to see her come back. But you shouldn't have killed her off then. Like, if you had plans for the character, you shouldn't have killed her off. It's like the most comic book thing that you could do. Just don't do that in the movies because you do that in the comic books. It just kind of makes me salty. I'm all for all-female Marvel movie. I will go see that shit 5 billion times. But don't bring Scarlett Johansson back. If you said she's dead, she's dead. Leave it at that. Unless, of course, maybe the all-female Avengers are going back in time and they run into Scarlett Johansson, but she still stays dead, but she's just alive. Now I'm just talking shit out of my ass. Well, guys, that's all I got today. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Tell me how you like these video types with the multiple topics. Do you like it? Do you hate it? You want me to go back to one topic per video? Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.